Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I would like to share with you my first thoughts, first impressions about the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I had been waiting for this for a number of months. It became available on cultbeauty.co.uk and it was £41, and then for about 3 or 4 months it was sold out. They were waiting for more stock to come in. You can sign up for a email to be sent to you once that palette becomes available again, but at the moment it is now out of stock again. So like I say, do sign up for that if you are waiting for this palette again to become available if you missed out last time. Now I wanted this palette. It seems to have all of the shades that I'm interested in. It has, you know, quite good review or very good reviews. This is my first item that I've actually purchased from the Anastasia Beverly Hills range, so I thought this would be a good starting point to, you know, get me into the brand, see what it you know, the quality's like. The only thing I'm not really keen on is the price. Like I say, it was £41 plus delivery, and yeah, it seems very, very expensive for one palette. But I thought I'd give it a go, see what the, you know, the hype is all about, see what everybody else is, you know, talking about, and, you know, see for myself as well. I mean, I absolutely love all kinds of makeup, whether it's high end or, you know, the less expensive brands. Doesn't bother me as long as the product's good. So I was very, very interested in this and thought, yeah, I'd give it a go. And yeah, I must admit, Cult Beauty, they were extremely good for delivery. I received an email, I received tracking information. The delivery was, when I received the tracking, confirmed that it would be 3 to 5 or 3 to 7 days for delivery, and it only took 48 hours. So I was incredibly impressed with that service. And like I say, I received confirmation all of the way through as to the status. So I have ordered from them before. It was quite a while ago, I believe, and yeah, so I was really, really impressed with that. So getting into the palette, and obviously if you do watch my videos on a regular basis, yesterday I uploaded a video, and this was a comparison video with this one and a Makeup Revolution palette, the Neutrals versus Neutrals palette, and yeah, that was very, very interesting doing that video. So I thought today, I've used it for the first time. I'm wearing a number of the shades today with this eyeshadow look, and I decided to offer you this video so that you could see my first thoughts. Yesterday was more of a comparison video, so I thought it would be interesting to let you know my thoughts on the actual use, you know, of my so my first time use of this palette. So like I say, gorgeous palette. I love the outside, I love the colour of this, I love that it's velvet. The only thing I have got concerns about is that it will get incredibly dirty, and once that obviously is dirty, it's then going to look not as nice. But I like the rose gold logo there. I like that you've got the name of the palette. I also like the fact that it is different. It is absolutely different from anything else I've got. I mean, I love Makeup Revolution, as you know. If you've been watching my videos, you will know I have bought a lot of their products, but when you purchase their eyeshadow palettes, they are all very, very similar. I wish they would have the name of the palette on the front, so you know, it distinguishes it from every other palette. So I like that this is totally different. I like that I'm going to be able to grab this. I'll know exactly what it is about. I like the inside there is a mirror. I haven't taken the protective film off yet. I also like the brush as well. I didn't use it today, but I like the fact that there's a ribbon that also helps you to take that brush out, so I like that. I like the brush, so you've got the end there, the fluffy end there. You've also got a more it's a thinner brush to pack the product on, and obviously this one is more for blending, so I like that. So The shades that I used today, I used Golden Ochre first of all, and I just laid that all over the eye. I then used Burnt Orange, so let me show you these. So this is Golden Ochre, there. Then I used Burnt Orange. This one, really, you couldn't see it too much on the skin, so I then went in with the Burnt Orange. I really, really like this Venetian Red shade at the bottom. Love, love, love that. That's actually underneath my eye as well. So the Venetian Red I put actually in the crease. I then used, and see if I can say this properly today, Primavera, this one here. Absolutely love this shade. Now I tend to find that with eyeshadow that is very, very stark, and I'm talking about shimmer shades, it really does, because I really quite like warm shades on my eye, and then I like to put a shimmer shade on the lid. Now if it's too stark, then it really does, I just don't like that look. So I like a warm colour, but I don't want, and sometimes I just don't want a very intense, for example, gold, something like that. So I wanted something today that had a sheen or shimmer that wasn't too stark. And that shade there is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. In fact, I think that's going to become a firm favourite. I love the shades in here. I love the warm shades. I love everything about the shades in here. This is exactly what type of palette I would go to, whether I say, you know, like I say, it's expensive or inexpensive. These are the shades that I absolutely love, and I couldn't wait this morning to use it. I was a little bit disappointed. It did kick up a little bit of product when I used it. I've had to wipe the palette for this video because it became quite dusty and dirty. Even on this film here, overnight it became, you know, when I packed it away from doing the video yesterday, there's a lot of product, or a little bit of product, not a lot, on here. So I think I will probably dispose of that today. But yeah, so there was a little bit of product kicked up by using these shades, although not too much. And I must admit that when I used them on the eye, there was no fallout whatsoever. There wasn't anything. I didn't have to tidy up the eye or anything like that. One thing I found with these eyeshadows, they blended so effortlessly. I didn't really have to do that much work at all to blend. And they, yeah, it was so easy to use. They're very, 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 very intense, very easy to use, and I absolutely love this palette. I think, like I say, it's going to become a firm favourite. I love the shimmer shades in here. They're not too over the top, so when you put them on the eye, you don't, like I say, get a lot of fallout. They're not so shimmery that they overtake the whole of the look. They blend effortlessly with the matte shades. I absolutely love. The quality is definitely there, definitely, and I'll do a few swatches for you in a moment. But yeah, the quality is definitely there, but obviously you would expect that for £41. I don't want to have to keep paying £41 for palettes of this quality. Like I say, Makeup Revolution, they do offer very, very inexpensive eyeshadows, and the quality is also there with them. And it's just a shame really that you have to pay, you know, that much for such a good eyeshadow palette. And to, you know, like I say, I wanted to try this out, and yeah, I certainly love, yeah, it's definitely going to become one of my favourites, I think. The shimmer shades are phenomenal. The mattes are also phenomenal. And I'll do a few swatches now just to show you that. So I'll go for that Venetian Red. I mean, you can tell even when you swatch them that the quality is definitely there. I mean, that is the Venetian Red. Like I say, I've got that under my eye and blended into the crease. And it is a gorgeous colour. Now with these as well, they are incredibly intense. When I was swatching them yesterday, the reds especially stained my fingers. It took a while to get that stain off, although, you know, I can't confirm if it stains the eye because, you know, I've only just put this eyeshadow look on. It didn't stain my arm at all, it was just my fingers, but I was using, I'd swatched the whole palette, so, you know, that's probably why, but they are incredibly intense. And this is obviously a matte shade, and the pigmentation is phenomenal. So that is Venetian Red. Then I'll show you the Cypress Umber as well, and that is a brown. I mean, you only have to swatch it a little bit, and it really is a gorgeous, I mean, this is a matte as well, so you can see the pigmentation is amazing. It's incredible. The shade that I was most interested to use was called, now I'm not sure if it's Bon or Buon or whatever the name is, it's B-U-O-N Fresco. I think the names of these palettes are getting certainly more difficult to pronounce. So that is that one, Bon or Buon Fresco. It is a gorgeous lilac, muted lilac shade, and it seems to be the same colour as the packaging, the outside of the packaging. So those are the three mattes. You can see they are intensely pigmented. They are absolutely gorgeous, and I'll then show you the shades that are a couple of these shimmer shades. So I'll show you the Primavera, which is what's on my lid. So there's that one there. It's just gorgeous. It doesn't kick up too much product. When you swatch it, it just goes on so well. It's just absolutely amazing. I love it. So that's Primavera. I did tend to find, I must admit, that it was the mattes that were the ones that kicked up the product. But obviously that does sometimes happen. And then I will show you Vermeer as well, which is more of it's a pink shimmer. So that's that one there. So obviously, and this palette I think has got so many looks to it. So you can see it's got pink, and then that one is more of a muted gold. I mean, I don't actually like gold on the eyes too much, and I think this one here, it's so muted, it's so shimmery without, I mean, yes, it's very intense, but you don't have to really pack it on to get that vibrancy on the eye. And I just think it is just a phenomenal palette, and I can't wait to use it even more than I already have. So that is my first impressions, my first thoughts of this product. Yes, I absolutely love it. It is going to become one of my firm favourites. Like I say, I can't wait to use it more. Love the eyeshadows, love the packaging. The only two things I really didn't like about the palette, you know, it's not major. Number one, the price. £41 is expensive, you know, when there are other palettes out there. But the pigmentation is very, very good. And I suppose with the less expensive brands, you never know if that palette's going to be good. I suppose with Anastasia Beverly Hills, because you are paying that premium price, you know that every product you use is going to be top quality. So I suppose that is what you're paying for. And the other thing I didn't particularly like was the fact that the mattes, when you use those mattes, they did kick up a little bit of product. But, you know, it's nothing major. There was no fallout actually on the face. It was just in the palette itself. So really, I can't complain. I think I just love this palette. I absolutely love it. And I think I actually love it more than my Kat Von D. Now, Kat Von D, I absolutely love all of her products. I've got quite a number if you've seen my recent videos. But yeah, I just love this one so much. It's got all of the colours that I love, and I think it's very, very versatile as well with the products that you know, the shades that you've got in there. There are so many. You've got reds, you've got pinks, you've got browns, you've got oranges, you have got all sorts, and there are so many looks to be made from this one palette. So I am impressed, as you can tell, and I just wish that there were more stockists in the UK that you could purchase these products from, and that, I suppose, is another point that is a downfall to purchasing Anastasia Beverly Hills. There is actually nowhere in the UK at the moment that you can purchase any of her lip products. They have to be purchased from, I believe, the US, unless anybody out there knows where you can get them from. But yeah, apart from that, you know, I love the palette, and I would recommend this to anybody who is in two minds whether to go for this. Yes, it is expensive, but I think the quality is certainly there. It certainly is for me anyway. So I hope that helped. If you are in any way struggling to work out whether you would like to go for that palette or not, and yeah, thumbs up of course, and subscribe if you'd like to watch further videos. Thank you very much. Bye.